Hello. It is Kitchen Counter Oracle on this very English Monday morning. This is take 2 of getting that started. Trying to finish up the tower channelings, if you will. I've got Taurus and Aries left, but the thing is, they're together. So this is either somebody with either one of those strongly aspected in their chart, or it's a Taurus, Aries, cusper, wild card theory, Aries, Pisces. And they just happen to have Taurus in their chart. Because the fuck. Right? I'm getting a lot about false notaries, like the notarization of false documents, which can get you into a shit ton of trouble. Stolen inheritances. I pass a cop right as I say that. So somebody could be abusing law enforcement contacts and or their position in law enforcement. Oh, this is a Taurus Aries cuss, so let's get into it, shall we? You in love with your homeboy. Bow chicka wow wow in your dreams. He's straight, dude. If this is who I think it is, like, get the fuck over yourself. But the thing is, Aries, the opposite of Aries is Libra. So they kind of like to level the playing field when necessary, if you will. And then the opposite of Taurus is Scorpio. And we all know Scorpios are the kings and queens of revenge. Like, they guaranteed lick back. And only the low vibrational of those two aspects, we bring that to like the Scorpio Libra cusp, in a manner of speaking. So somebody has an accomplice of the Scorpio Libra cusp variety, female, plotting and planning and scheming on a man against his will. So this is somebody's parents, or it's an ex and the homeboy. Because I'm saying red hair again. Could be brother, sister, cousins. I don't know. I don't give a fuck. All I know is I'm tired of you two bitches. I'm tired of y'all. You could think yourself the perfect person for somebody, and no. You can't make a person see you as a viable prospect. You can't. The thing is, you should want to be with somebody who loves you for you and loves everything about you, faults and all. But whenever you try to force a relationship, force, eventually somebody is going to combust. Because if this man especially is a fire sign, I promise you, he's going to explode. Air feeds fire, and so does earth. Water can put fire out, but the problem is you have to know what you're doing in terms of alchemy. So we've got a gay homeboy and a thirsty wannabe ex. I don't know what she is. All I know is she's a big fat pain in my ass. Likes to hang out with his mama and kiss up to mom and stuff like that. All I know is mom is even starting to get tired of her, because she can see that her son is not happy and just wants her child to be happy. Because I'm so sick to death of this energy. Like, it's been 5 to 7 years. Can we change a little bit? Can we move on, please? Because you're getting on my goddamn nerves. Like, my my God, do something different. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again and expecting a different result each time. You're predictable. But yeah, as for the notary, notaries can go to jail for notarizing a fraudulent document and so on down that line. Somebody did that in the name of God, and all I know is that woman or whoever she did that for is in a lot of trouble. It was to declare someone incompetent in court for some type of inheritance, property, otherwise, like, it's not necessarily always money and property. I don't know what their deal is. All I know is they ain't got any business doing it. It's like an attempt to put somebody in some type of conservatorship so that way when they do come into money, they can swoop in and take control. But the problem is, it's a church that's behind all this. The pastor behind it is like a relative of a distant distant like great aunt, uncle, something of that sort. But the thing is, they're of no familial relation to the person they're trying to swoop in and control in the name of acquiring finances, which is wrong and very unchristian. If anything, it's demonic. And my thing is, again, in Sagittarius, I was picking up something in regards to filial laws. Again, that is strictly to parent and or child. Parent and or child. Not the aunt, uncle, great uncle, cousins, and so on down that line. Because there's too many people who want inclusion in something that they're just not meant to be included in. And they really think, and there's people out here who truly think that because they're a relative in some form or fashion, that they are entitled to a spot at somebody's table. And if it's anything that burns my ass and grinds my gears, it is unrealistic senses of entitlement. It's like my drug addict cousin on my dad's side of the family, who is the granddaughter of one of my great aunts. How am I responsible for your life and your decisions? Her brother is a registered offender. He pretty much cannot get a job anywhere because of his record. And he's mentally ill, so I mean, he's pretty much unemployable. Message. There's an Aries that I'm aware of as well that's on the offender list, and it's just like, if it's who I think it is, you about to see how certain bloodlines get down with the get down. And another thing too, if you are like a step sibling, step grandmother, an in-law of a relative that married in to the family and stuff like that, you are not entitled to the other side's finances. You're not. You're not. If somebody has taken out life insurance policies, they have to prove how they are financially codependent on that person. You can't just take out a policy for the sake of taking out a policy anymore, because a lot of people that had policies out on him, they somehow mysteriously end up dying not long after. And if it's one thing I know about an insurance company, is they look for reasons not to pay you. They look for reasons not to pay out. care of them financially. And I'm going to tell you this here and now. Just because you're family don't make you entitled. Just because you know a person's family, again, does not make you entitled. Because I keep hearing, don't forget your family. My immediate family knows not to piss me the fuck off. And that's a fact. Even my dad knows. Because there's somebody here with a scorpionic energy that's ready to lay on the guilt trip of how we're family, we're this, we're that, and it's like, bitch, go away. Because that's something that's getting on my last nerve. And another thing I'm getting, Taurus and Aries could be the north nodes of two folks. Somebody here is in their north node and people are genuinely terrified. But the thing is, blessings don't come by being in your south node. It comes by being in your north node. So this could respectively be a Taurus and an Aries north node. And I will tell you this here and now. Nobody is going to give you hell like people with prominent placements in your south node. For example, my north node is Aries. My south node is Libra. No one grinds my ass, gets on my last nerve like people with Libra placements that are morbidly distorted. Y'all get on my fucking nerves. And right as I say that, a county sheriff just passed right by me on the highway. So somebody here either has prominent Libra strongly aspected throughout their chart and or a Libra north node as I say that. So if you're a Libra north node, that means Aries is your south node. And it's one thing I noticed about a bunch of Libra north nodes is they always try to control my every fucking move. And it makes me so damn mad, it's not even funny. Because it's people operating on assumptions. It's people operating in the name of keeping the peace. And it's like, I don't give a fuck about your peace. You brought war to my doorstep. I don't believe in peace with you. Which brings me to this, because this is another thing I'm getting. You cannot bring white trash level drama to somebody's doorstep and still be viewed as a respectable, upright person. Keep it a buck. You bring low-class white trash drama to somebody's door, they gonna think of you as white trash. Somebody lives frugally but comes from a wealthy background, even though they support their own selves financially. Like they pay their bills, they pay the taxes, and all that other shit, as in deed is in their name, and so on down that line. My advice to people who do this is you better fucking tread carefully. I say all the time, you don't know who or what somebody's connections are. Give them the grounds to make a phone call. Because while somebody here has connection to local PD, somebody else has a connection to federal agencies. Somebody may have made a false police report to get somebody investigated, and they are being watched by an agency, but that agency now sees what a community is doing, and they are just waiting for one more mistake. Because there's one agent in particular, possibly up to 4 of them, that are chomping at the bit looking for an excuse to swoop in. And it's not the person that folks tried to get in trouble they're looking at. It's the community. Oh yeah. Y'all keep on. Because we in Capricorn season now. That's karma. Aquarius is up next. That's also karma. Capricorn, Aquarius, and Libra. See, the funny thing is even though those are signs of karma, that does not give you the right to wreck anybody's life. Religion, not an excuse either. You don't want your constitutional rights violated, and neither do the people you are wrongfully persecuting. I said what I said. Now, my thing is, God is not happy with people who twist and manipulate the word to suit their narrative. He's not happy with people who twist and manipulate scripture to speak a curse over somebody's life. He ain't happy about stuff like that. Because I've got pastors out of line. I've got family that's getting out of line. They're looking for things they ain't got any business looking for. And so on down that line. And there's a Taurus, Aries cusp man here that just cannot keep money in his hands to save his life. Like, he's got bills out the wazoo and so on down that line. And that's because he's just a janky person. A slime-covered weasel. Initials could be MA. But at the same time, oh, he's going to hear this. So it's like, well, I may as well just go ahead and say it. You don't get to blame the person whose information you illegally violated. It's not their fault. You got fired from your cushy government job. That's your fault. That's 100% your fault. But the thing is, you've dedicated yourself to being a thorn in the side and a pain in the ass of the person whose information you violated. Like, you blame them for getting fired, but it's just like, if you kept your nosy ass in your lane and minded the business that actually paid you, you would not be in the trouble you're in. And I don't know what type of humiliation deal you tried to pull off on somebody, but if they had dreams about it and knew about it, chances are you're not as slick as you think you are. You are not as slick as you think you are. Like, planning to assault a person to embarrass them, that's karma on your head. That's karma on your head. I mean, it's only fair that the person you were plotting, planning, and scheming on overhear you in some capacity. And you know what? You should have been a little more mindful of your surroundings. Because they not only found out, but it's just like, well, it's part of the reason they transferred out of school and went to somewhere else. Because by the time they found out what your plans were, the plans to transfer were already in place. And you know what that sounds like to me? Divine intervention. I'm going to tell you this here and now. You do shit like that when you are just a stupid kid in school. And you think because you don't have kids then, it's not going to befall your children. Oh, it will. That karma will fall onto your daughter. Yeah. Everything you tried to put a woman through, you're going to have to watch play out in your own child and or children going forward. Sins of the father, and it's their daddy's fault. But who am I and what do I know? The white trash warlock wants to white trash warlock. Oh, and for that little Pisces friend of yours and that paid for the Haitian practitioner in New Orleans. Oh, I've known about that for about 4 years now. Because stupid old boy was focusing on my energy just before a certain wedding in 2022. I could care less about the wedding. I'm more intrigued and wanting to know why my energy is your concern. That's something you need to address. And for the one whose brother lives in my little neck of the woods, give me a problem. Because it's rare I flex my contacts. It's fucking rare. Fucking rare. But give me a reason. Just give me a reason. For the Taurus Aries cusp in question, I've already had a vision of him and his wife snooping around my property in spirit. So that lets me know they're trying to find out where my house is and so on down that line. Like somebody is snooping through my information trying to find me. Give me a reason. Because it will not go well for you.